Hi guys, today we're talking about loops. So, a loop in programming is when you use a repetitive sentence like while to complete certain tasks. You can have a situation where you need to repeat the same tasks over and over. For example, if you need to add several product prices when shopping. If you already know how many products you'll buy, let's say 5, you could just add all the products like this. Read product 1, read product 2, read product 3, read product 4, and read product 5. And then add them all like this. Total equals product 1 plus product 2 plus product 3 plus product 4 plus product 5. However, you would run into a problem if the amount of products was too high, like 100 products, or even worse, if you didn't know how many products you were buying. That's when you use repetitive sentences like while. Okay, so how do we do this program with a while? Let me add a code cell here. Okay, let's say that we are going to be making this program with the same amount of products. That means that all I need is a counter, and also I'm going to need a total. So I'm going to start the counter and the total. The counter is going to be the letter I, and I'm going to start it in 0. Same for the total. I'm also going to start it in 0. While the counter, in this case the letter I, is lesser than or equal to 5, colon, I am going to ask for a product. So product is going to be an integer. The input command, type the price of the product, colon, and a space. And now I'm going to add the total plus whatever is in product. So whenever I read this, it's going to be adding to the total. Now I'm going to get out of the while. Remember that this indentation here means that these two sentences, these two commands are inside of the while. So in order to get out of the while, I need to delete that indentation. Now in here, I can say, okay, print the total is, and then just type whatever is inside of the total. Let's test it. So it should be 5 products. So 4, 5, 6, 4, 3. And now you see that after 5 iterations, it is still going. Why is it still going? Let me stop this here. Easy. It says that while I is lesser or equal to 5, do these two lines. But I is 0 and it's always 0. So if it is always 0, it will never be greater than 5. So it will keep repeating these two lines forever and ever. So what do I do in order to make the letter I reach the limit? Easy. I need to increase I by 1. So I equals I plus 1. We are going to get another mistake. Type the types of products 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2. It asked 6 times instead of 5. Why? Easy. We started counting from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 6 iterations. An easy fix. I can either start I in 1 or remove the equals from the comparison. The easiest one is, well, they are both easy. Let's start with I in 1. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 and only 5 iterations. That would be for a fixed number of iterations. You know for a fact that you will always have 5 products. However, what if you don't know the number of products, or if you are going to be using this program for different amounts of products? Well, in that case, you only need to do 2 things. Add a line and also change a line. So first, let's add the line here at the beginning. It will be a variable num, for example, equals an integer number input. I open parentheses, open quotes, type the number of products to be added, and the space. And now the while is not going to go from 1 to 5. Now the while is going to go from I1 to num, whatever number you type. Let's try it now. And it says in here, type the number of products to be added, 7. Let's see if that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That should be like, what, 26? 28. 7 products. Run it again. This time, 3 products. 1, 2, and 3, for a total of 6. The only thing we changed was this, asking the number of products to be added, and this, now it is not a fixed number. It is the variable that we are asking up here. Now, let's say that you don't know the amount of products that you will buy at all. That means that you'll be adding products until you say so. In this case, you will be using the while as a repetitive conditional, where the instructions will be repeated until a certain condition is met. Let's see what we need to modify in the program to make it work like that. So the first thing would be that we need a condition. The condition would be, well, am I going to buy another product? Yes or no? So we are going to change this variable to something more akin to what we are doing. For example, question. The question is not an integer number, so it is a string, str, and the text must be different. Are you going to add a product? And we don't need a counter anymore, but we still need the total. And now the while won't be I because we don't have an I anymore. We have a question. Remember that when you are comparing, the equality is with two equal signs. And in here should be a text. So let's say that is going to be a Y for yes. So while question is yes, that goes between quotes, just the Y. Yes, you are still going to read the product price. You're still going to add the total to the product. You're not going to count anything because you're not using a counter. And as usual, at the end, you would print the total. Let's test it. Are you going to add a product? Yes. Type the price of the product. 5. Type the price of the product. 6. And now we have another problem. The program is not getting out of the while ever because we are not asking the question again. So, what we need to do now is copy this question as it is, copy it, and add it here, paste it right here. If you want, you can modify it to another so that you know that this is not the first iteration. And in here, we can change the answer to the question. Let's play it now and see. Are you going to add a product? Yes. Type the price of the product, 5. Are you going to add another product? Yes. Type the price of the product, 8. Are you going to add another product? Yes. Type the price of the product, 2. Are you going to add another product? No. The total is 15. See? In here, I am not counting. What I'm doing is having a condition here. Here, I ask it for the first time to enter the while for the first time. And in here, I ask it again to see if I need to repeat these instructions. And then I ask it again to see if I need to repeat these instructions. And then I ask it again until my answer is different from the Y. When my answer is different from the Y, it gets out of the while and prints the total. That's it, guys. Now, I think you're ready for your assignment.